Hello everybody, I'm Peter Ogros with Elements of Chess, and I was at the Trademark Brewing playing chess at the Long Beach Chess Club last week. Everybody's talking about these new pieces for blitz put out by Russian Alex, and I thought I'd get myself a set and I would go over with you guys some of the features that I found. So first of all, this carrying case is super duper sturdy. And it looks really nice from the outside. It's going to hold these really heavy-duty pieces in a way that will keep them nice and safe. I open it up and I find here this foam. We can remove that and replace it with a nice foldable chessboard. Fits perfectly. Lovely. But let's get on to the pieces themselves. So first of all, let's open up the bag and see if we can display for you guys what each piece looks like. We've got two queens, king, knight, bishop, missing the rook. Here he is, okay. So the first thing I'm noticing is that the pieces are a lot smaller than I'm used to. And I kind of like that for blitz. When I'm playing blitz, it's so easy to knock over those pieces when we're rushing back and forth from the board to the clock. And I think something smaller like this is going to really help me save time and win more games, simply because I won't be spending so much time and wasting so much time putting the position back together after I've knocked it over. Also, super easy to grab two pieces with one hand. I can even grab three with one hand. Super nice. Also, I've noticed that the queen, there's no sharp edges. A lot of the Fisher Ultimate sets have these really sharp crowns, and then when I grab it, it pokes my hand. The bishop is also rounded. Here, there's no like pokey ears on the knight. He's not going to bite me, in other words. But at the same time, they're super sturdy. So if you look at the top of the rook, a lot of these pieces at the top, if you just drop them, they chip and break, but this is super thick. So I can imagine that even if I drop this, it's not going to break very easily. Also, they're really beautiful. The knight has an expression like he's going to kill me, which is super nice. I want to put my knight there and intimidate my opponent. The bishop has a lot of dignity to it. It's tall, but it's also slender. The rook is sturdy like you would like. The queen is beautiful, and the king is the tallest piece on the board. Oh, about the king. The king is a bit shorter than, as I mentioned. So standard tournament play, you have a 3 5/8 inch king, but here it's only 3.5 inches tall. So they're all a bit slender and put down in size, but I think that's really what I'm looking for in a chess set that I'm playing blitz with. The next thing is the weight. So everyone that I know that has bought this set, they always mention how nice the weights feel. So when you're playing chess and you're playing fast, you want to be able to put the king down quickly and it's be standing instead of falling over like this. And because the weight is so evenly distributed throughout the whole piece, instead of just at the bottom, these pieces are super sturdy. Again, because they're shorter, they're even more sturdy still. And then I've also noticed, for example, in other sets, especially the Fisher Ultimate sets, you'll see this sort of problem, where the pieces are at the bottom, and they have this metal rod stuck at the bottom, and they become loose. And when you're playing blitz, you're slamming down the pieces pretty hard. Sometimes you're playing against concrete boards, and these pieces are going to break and chip, and the felt falls off, the metal piece comes out, and then all of a sudden you're going to the store to buy super glue, and you get it all over your fingers. Who wants that? So these are one way to solve the problem with having your pieces be too light, but they aren't very convenient. What I love about this set is that this is a metal cast piece, and it's dipped in a polymer so that it's protected, but the weight is not on the bottom. So here's an example. I don't know if you can see that, but there's no weight in the bottom, so there's no cylinder that's going to come out. And sometimes when you can hear it shake and rattle, and you know that those pieces are going to come loose sooner than later. So yeah, that's really cool. I love how this piece feels in my hand. Now, also, another feature that I remember is that we have contrasting kings and queens. So the king can have a black crown, the white king can have a black crown, and the white queen can also have a black tip. And these are interchangeable because they're not glued, they're just fit in place. These pieces can easily come undone, like this. And so I could put the black cross on the black king if I like, but I kind of like having this contrasting color instead. It makes the king a little bit easier to identify. When you're playing fast, that might be a help. So one last thing I'd like to talk about is the durability of these pieces. These things are just made super solid. When I compare them to other chess sets that I've had, for example, this Ultimate Fisher set, not only are the pieces on the bottom loose, but often pieces chip. When I'm playing blitz, pieces end up on the floor, and when they fall, they hit with a force, and if there are sharp points or if there are edges, they chip off and break, and all of a sudden, my beautiful chess set isn't looking so beautiful. However, this set seems to be super durable. So let's go ahead and actually give it a little drop test to see if which piece would be the most vulnerable, maybe the bishop. So I'm going to drop the bishop on his tip, and we'll see if there's any damage. No, I mean, there's nothing. I'm actually more worried about the floor than I am about this piece. This thing is solid as a rock. Yeah. I wonder what would happen if we maybe drop it from another height. And I've got two pieces here. This is from the Fisher Ultimate set, and this is from Chess for Blitz. And I'm just going to do a couple different tests. Maybe I'll just drop them at first, and then I'll do a little bit harder or maybe from a different height, and we'll see how this goes, okay? So I'm gonna just give it a drop test. First, we'll do the Fisher Ultimate. So as you can see, it's left a mark just from the height of my head, and I'll tell you, I'm not very tall, so these pieces are really susceptible to damage, especially if you're playing fast. These pieces will fall to the ground, maybe even smash open. Let's try the Chess for Blitz pawn. I'll try to drop it on its head as well. Yeah, I mean, it's still as smooth as ever. It kind of looks like, I don't know, Homer Simpson's head. It's just super bald and shiny. Looks good. Okay, so now I'll give it a little bit harder throw. Hopefully, maybe I should have some eye goggles on. We'll see. Shoot. I'm gonna have to gather all these pieces. Yeah. So, here it is. Yeah. So this is what happened to the pawn. The weight fell out, the felt fell off. Yeah, I mean, kind of what I expected. It was already halfway broken anyway, so here we go. Let's give it a try with the Chess for Blitz piece. I'm gonna do a nice hard throw. That's incredible, actually. It bounced like a Super Bowl, and there's not a single scratch on the thing. That's incredible. Wow, cool. All right, now let's see if we can get it from the fourth floor. Okay, so we've set up our experiment. We have myself here, and then we have Russia and Alex all the way at the top. Give us a wave. We're gonna see how these pieces compare from the fourth floor drop. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this piece is completely destroyed. Okay. All right. Ready, Alex? Show us the second one. Right in the puddle. Oh. Dust it off a bit. But besides being a little dirty, there isn't a scuff mark on it. Cool. So that's it, guys. I think I'm sold. These are beautiful pieces. I would love a set for myself. They have a unique weight, material, and design. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to show everybody at the Trademark Brewing Center. Personally, I would prefer to get one set for the rest of my life than to have to buy a new chess set every 6 months in order to replace all my broken and lost pieces. Lastly, I have some good news for you guys. I've been able to work out a deal with Russian Alex. He's offering a 10% discount to all my viewers. If you'd like to cash in on that, you can click the link in the description below, or you can just go to chessforblitz.com and make sure to enter the word blitz on the checkout page. That's it for today, guys. Good luck, and I'll see you out there.